This is the Turbo Deluxe Front Panel. It is a great accessory for your Black Wolf Turbo Tech to turn your front 3-pole awning into a functional living space. I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's get started.
Hit it.
As Ben from Snowy's here, folks, at the Brown Hill Creek Tourist Park in Adelaide's eastern suburbs. It is a great stopover if you're travelling through the area, or an easy getaway for anyone that just wants to get out in nature for the weekend. I've got some Black Wolf products here today, in particularly the Black Wolf Turbo accessories, and I'm about to tell you all about the Black Wolf Deluxe Front Panel. This is a step up from the standard in that it's got an extra window and a few extra doors. Now, they're available in two different fabrics: the Lite material, which is 150 denier polyester with a 2000mm waterhead, and also the poly cotton canvas. It's a 230 GSM canvas, which is this guy here. And that gives you a 5000mm waterhead, offers a bit of extra durability. It's got heavier duty mesh, fiberglass mesh, whereas the Lite material's just got a lighter weight mesh. And it does come at an extra weight though, so that's probably the only consideration. Now, having a look at the features of the front wall, it attaches easily. I'll show you how that works shortly, but the main feature this has got over the standard is this window here. Now, this is a gusseted window, so we can leave it closed completely like this for full storm protection. We can undo one zip. There's two zips on each side. If we undo the top zip and leave the bottom zip done up, it creates a gusset on each side. There are guy ropes included with the front panel that allow us to peg this out as a weather protected awning on our front panel here. I've done up the wrong zip here, is the underneath zip. So we can now peg this out as a weather protected awning with these guy ropes here. Alternatively, there are tabs at the top to zip it all the way open. We fold this up, we'll roll this up to the top here. We can secure the guy ropes and everything at the top. There are tabs here to be able to secure this, and it gives us this mesh window here. On top of that, the door on this side, now the standard side panels, your front panel has just got a single door. This has actually got two doors, both a mesh and a solid door. So if we undo this top door all the way, we can secure this back with tabs here as well. You can see we've now got a mesh door here. We can undo this to access the awning altogether. Now, for this was set up with a screen room under here as well. This would line up with the screen room door. So this can be used in conjunction with the screen room. You can also use it with side panels. I'll show you that shortly as well. One other thing I'll mention that they do have is at the base of the side panels here, they come down to a big PVC flap that features this in the mesh panel on this one here. So this allows the water, when it hits the side panel, to run down and away from the awning here. Now, as I mentioned before, attachment is really easy. I've actually got a light version of this one just over here on a Turbo 310. I'm going to show you how to put it on. Now, I've got a Turbo 300 canvas set up here, and I'm actually going to attach a light front panel to it. So it doesn't matter what materials you use. You can attach light accessories to canvas tents, or canvas accessories to light tents. It doesn't matter. What you do need to do is make sure you get the right front panel for your tent. So this is a Turbo 300 tent. I've got a Turbo 300 light front panel here. Now, these all weigh around somewhere between sort of about 2 to 3.5 kilos, depending on what size and what material you get. They all measure about the same dimensions, roughly sort of 50 to 55 centimeters in length, 30 to 35 across, and sort of 5 to 10 centimeters thick, depending on how well you roll it up. I'll show you what comes in the bag when you buy it. You get your side panel, get a few pegs to go along the base of the side panel. You get your guy ropes to go on the window to set that up as a gusseted awning, and obviously your storage bag. Now, attachment is pretty straightforward. We can identify the bottom of the side panel by the PVC flap here. The inside is the silver side. When you're talking about the light materials, the canvas materials are a bit different. Just make sure the shinier side faces inwards. And we can identify the top by the Velcro, and also these brass eyelets. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. Now, these line up with the spigots on the 3 awnings that are at the front of our 3-pole awning on the tent here. So they go up and over the top. So they're the first things we need to put in place. Now, the best way I've found to put these on is to lower these poles a little bit, or probably 2 to 3 inches. That way you can get the spigot up over the top or out of the awning here. You can then put the eyelet from your wall over the top of the spigot. So it sits down there underneath, the pole as well in this case, or the ridge pole, and then back into the eyelet of the awning, and you do that on all 3 poles. Now I've actually got a side panel attached on this awning here as well, which means I've already got one of these over the top of this spigot for the side panel. That's okay, we just keep stacking them up on top of each other. There's plenty of room on the spigot to allow 2 of them on top. Once we've got 3 of those in place, we go along this top edge here and we grab this Velcro and we just stick all that in place, just line it up as best you can. Doesn't always sit perfectly, but just a reasonable seal. Okay, so we've got the Velcro sealed across the top there. Now, I'll extend these poles out again. Don't go too high though. We just want to make sure that this touches the bottom, or this PVC tab's got a bit of a curve. So you might not want to put these right up to full height, just leave them down a little bit and tighten your guy ropes. Once we've done that, we go to these tabs that feature on the side here. On each of the 3 upright poles, there's 3 or 4 of these that attach to the pole. Put all them in place and that stops the front panel from flapping around too much in the wind. Now, because I've got a side panel attached to this awning as well at the moment, I can show you how this seals to the side panel. So we've got this Velcro tab down here on the front panel. This tab here is actually what is on the side panel, which is another accessory. All we need to do is fold this over and stick them together, and that gives us a nice seal between the side panel and the front panel of our turbo awnings. We just push these tabs back in. And that's it all sealed up. The only other thing we want to do is go to the base here. We've got peg points in the bottom here. There's a gap in the PVC flap so that we can access these peg points to peg them down out from the tent. Just peg them out a little bit to allow a bit of extra internal space. And there's also 2 tabs at the base of the door here so that we can peg one side closed while we're still allowing the door to be functional. There's actually 2 peg points there to keep this side of the panel closed. That way we can unroll these doors, either doors, one or both, and actually roll them right back using these tabs here to secure it if we like. And of course, we can also set this window up still, however we prefer. You can grab these online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you've got any questions about the side panels or any turbo accessories, let us know down in the comments below. If you like that video and you want to see more like that, subscribe to our channel. We'll send you all of our latest and greatest information. Or you might like to check out some of the other turbo tent accessory videos we created earlier, like this one down here.